what's up everybody? Giovanna back again for another video. And today, the time has finally come. I'm going to be reviewing The Rise of Skywalker. Spoilers down the wazoo, but nonetheless, let's get right into the video. So, I did a really quick, I went to go see this really late last night, so that on Facebook at 2 o'clock in the morning, I was I just posted my review on Facebook without spoilers just so my family and friends could see it. So I'm going to read from that right now and I'll probably post on screen because I'm going to try some new editing tricks. So I said that I'm feeling annoyed, and then I said, The Rise of Skywalker was the biggest clusterfuck ever. This movie tried to cater to all points of the fan base and it didn't work. The plot is so rushed just to get to the knockoff Return of the Jedi ending. Rey's the biggest Mary Sue ever. The only good things in this were Force Ghost Luke, a special someone coming back, which I will get to later, and Leia being in it more than I expected. Even though Leia's closure did make me want to fucking throw up. If anybody wants the bootleg, message me on Messenger, blah, blah, blah. I said do not pay to see this, and every leak you've seen is true. So, that is that, folks. But, yeah, that overall, I just think it was kind of meh. I didn't really strongly dislike it. I came off like that in my Facebook post, but I think it was just a big meh. When it was good, it was good. When it was bad, it was fucking hilariously terrible. Now, this was better than The Last Jedi. If you hated The Last Jedi, I think you're gonna somewhat find a liking for this movie. But I think as a whole sequel trilogy, it wrapped it up well. I think in terms of the Skywalker saga, I don't think it really wrapped it up the way I wanted it to, but it's not about me. And there was tons of fan service in this movie, so I'm really not complaining. But anyways, let's get right into the review. Spoilers right now. So, the opening crawl was really short. It was 3 paragraphs, basically just saying Emperor Palpatine is back, and they don't know how. First of all, we never get any explanation for why Palpatine is back. We never get any explanation as to why Zori Bliss is there, why Jaina is there. I mean, kind of, but we don't know how fucking Hux became the First Order spy, which I will get to later, and we don't know how General Legion Pride exists. We don't know how the Resistance went from 12 people to 12,000. It literally makes no sense. But anyways, the movie just goes right into full swing. It's like a fucking train just went right off the tracks and just started going, and it just kept going. It was just so fast paced, and all the especially the beginning, all the lightning and all the battles and shit, all the lightning from the underworld, which I will get to. It was just so much for me. I was you could barely wrap your head around it. I know a lot Daisy Ridley and other people have been saying that you need to watch this movie a second time, so I probably will be bootlegging this a second time. Now, the movie starts off with Kylo Ren just picking up the Sith holocron, this green fucking rock, this triangle rock, and it takes him to Exegol, where Emperor Palpatine is. I'm gonna try and put clips for you guys so you guys know what I'm talking about. But yeah, anyways, back to the review. You see a lot of scenes from the trailer were used in this movie, by the way. I swear to God, we were 5 minutes in the movie and I already saw 10 scenes from the trailer. That's how fast it was going, back to the fastest way. But anyways, I don't want to get messy, I'm sorry. But we saw him go down, and the Emperor, the first line of dialogue, I think, was the Emperor saying, "At last." Some shit like that. I don't know, that was my horrible Emperor impression, but it was kind of gay, because it was really just a voiceover. It kind of felt like a movie trailer, or a video game, how people have been saying that this movie is a video game-esque plot. But I'll get to that way later again. But, yeah, and then we see the Emperor, he looks like a dead man. He literally looks dead. No life whatsoever. I don't know if he's a clone. I'm pretty sure he cloned himself because I remember Dominic Monaghan's character said that the Emperor might have cloned himself. And then, yeah. And then we just get right into it. Finn and Poe are, running away. They're jumping through, light speed or whatever. And it's just so much. And then they get back to the Resistance base within fucking 2 minutes. It's so weird. It was Rey. No, it was Finn, Poe, and Chewie, my bad. But, And then they come back. Actually, no. First, it cuts to Rey where she's training, where she's just floating in the air. She's crisscross applesauce in the air with a bunch of rocks around her. And then we see Leia, and then she's like, and then Rey was like, I'm trying to talk to all the past Jedi, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, that was so cringy, bro. Like, that's, like, basically, like, the leak was just proven true for me about how all the Jedi voices were heard. But anyways, we get to see, Leia was barely training Rey, by the way. Rey was basically doing it all herself. Like, she was, like, running with the fucking lightsaber, like, smashing the shit. And that's when I knew she was a Palpatine, when she was starting to angrily bash the fucking thing against the tree, and she almost killed BB-8. But anyways, that's really not besides the point. I just want to keep moving faster because, you know, this movie is fast-paced, and I'm fast-paced. So, like, yeah, let's go. That was horrible, by the way. I'm sorry. But we get, the next part is when the trio, we get to kind of see their chemistry. They're just jumping right into it. You know, it's like The Last Jedi never fucking happened. It's like the trio was never separated. It's like all of a sudden in a year they're best friends. So like physically as fuck, Poe was like, what happened to my droid? And then Rey was like, what happened to the Millennium Falcon? It's on fire. And they were just, the whole trio was going back and forth, and Finn was like, guys. It was fucking so cringy. I literally could not. It was just really dumb. A dumb way to get the trio like bonded together in the movie. I thought it was dumb. But anyways, then Poe out of nowhere is like, Emperor Palpatine's coming back. They're looking for this Sith thing, whatever. And I was like, everyone's like, oh, what the fuck? Like, bitch, like, there's literally no explanation as to why he's back. Like, Poe literally said in the movie, I don't know why he's back. Anyways, thank you for answering our questions, J.J. Abrams. Really did a great job. And then I'm gonna keep skipping around, but then basically Rey, they're all in Pisana, they find Lando, which everything was like so obvious. There was not really any plot twist. It was all so obvious, especially if you knew the leaks, like you just saw everything coming. But anyways, Lando is like in like a very Return of the Jedi-esque, like when he disguised himself on the Jabba's sail barge, like in Return of the Jedi. It looked like that, but he was a little bit more heavy. Billy D is a little bit more heavyset now, so I definitely knew it was him. But then Rey, where she thought she killed Chewie, so they were going to like some ship of like a past Jedi named something. I forgot his name. I call him Ooglaboo because I don't know who the fuck this person is. It was just some person with a mask and like 2 eyes. That's what we find out. I don't know who this is. It has something to do with the parents. Anyways, they go to his ship. They find the droid Dio. Then Kylo Ren and everyone, they find out that the trio was there with Chewbacca and BB-8, and then they picked up Dio along the way, who sounds like a fucking male feminist. He's like, happy. Very, very happy. That's how Dio fucking talks in the movie, so it just reminded me, fucking hairdryer ass droid. But anyways, so Rey, like, literally stops the ship that Chewie was captured on with the Sith dagger. Literally, Rey was like this, and the ship just went, pff, like, it stopped moving. It was literally effortless. Fucking Mary Sue, bro. Oh, and then Kylo Ren just showed up, like, you know the part in the April teaser where she did the backflip? He cut, like, what happened was Rey cut this side of, like, Kylo Ren's TIE fighter. Like, so here's the middle, it was, like, right here. She cut off this wing, and then the other piece went flying, and then the centerpiece, the ball went rolling, and then he was alive and came out, and then he stopped it from moving in space, or in the air, the ship that Chewie was on. He stopped it from moving, and then Rey out of nowhere just zaps it with lightning and it explodes. And she was like, Chewie! Like, you know, enough screaming in Star Wars, right? Remember when Jedis used to be calm, am I right? But the trio was devastated. Then they somehow find out that Chewie was like there all along. Then they had like to get C-3PO's memory back on Kijimi, I think that's how you say it. And then we find out who Zori Bliss is. She tries to like run away with Poe or some shit. I fucking forgot. This movie literally, like, it's like, if you're not paying attention, like, and you don't really retain anything, it's just one ear throughout the other. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I don't know. I'm surprised we didn't get to see a lot of Poe and Zori Bliss chemistry, especially considering they had, like, a rough past. I mean, it was pretty obvious they did. But anyways, the Knights of Ren were also in this. They were very underused in the movie. I thought we were really going to get answers as to who the fuck are the Knights of Ren, what is this shit? We don't even know who, like, Snoke is. We don't know if he's a clone. I think that Snoke was created by Palpatine, Because there was, like, in the beginning of the movie, there was, like, a jar and it had a bunch of fucking Snokes in it. Yeah. Oh, I also forgot to mention about Palpatine. He was on, like, this, like, life support thing, which I thought was kind of cool. It was just an arm coming out of literally fucking nowhere, and then it held him, like, right here. Like, my 2 fingers is Palpatine. It looked like one of those diggers that, like one of those construction things that just dig up, like, dirt and shit. I'll probably post a picture here, but I'm trying to get my editing skills to, like, work good. But, yeah, other than that, I'm just gonna jump right to the fucking point at the end. We find out that Janna was a stormtrooper. Females apparently could be stormtroopers now. I don't know if... I'm not trying to sound sexist at all, by the way. I don't know if stormtroopers are just supposed to be male in canon, or they're just predominantly male. Because we did hear some female stormtroopers, like, going after the trio, like, hey, stop right there. Like, you know what I mean? And then, like, the screaming, oh, like, that fucking shit. But and then before all this bullshit, we found out that Hux was the First Order spy, and that he was like, to Finn, he was like, shoot me, so he doesn't make it obvious. And then, surprisingly, Pride, this actually was one of the things that took me by surprise. General Pride fucking shoots Hux, and then he just goes like that on the ground. That was literally funny. I was laughing. But I'm trying to think what else happened before I get to the end. I really can't remember for shit, because as I said, the movie just takes you by surprise like that, because everything happens so fast. What else do we find out? Oh yeah, Wedge Antilles was in this movie for like 1 second. It was literally bullshit. He was like, oh my god, I gotta get to that later. But Leia was actually in the movie more than I thought. Leia was, oh my god, when she, like, so you know, like, how, like, Rey used her Force healing powers to heal Kylo Ren's stab wound? So, apparently, right as he got stabbed, Leia fucking died with him. But somehow he was revived and Leia wasn't. Bitch, Kylo Ren is like the fascist leader, and you're telling me that sweet old Leia, because you needed to find a way to kill her off in the movie, you just had her die because her son did. Are you kidding me? That was literally so lame. Like, I was like tearing up a little bit, because I was like, damn, like, I'm happy like they made her death peaceful. Like, at the end they covered her and then she disappeared when Kylo Ren disappeared at the end. Man, it was just really sad, like, seeing that happening. Like, that's what I literally said. Like, I want to fucking throw up. Like, it was just kind of, I think part of it was disrespectful, like, how they made her die with, like, Kylo Ren and not just, like, another peaceful closure. But overall, like, when they covered her up and she disappeared and became one with the Force, that was, like, pretty emotional, I'm not gonna lie. Luke! Oh my god, I wanted to get to Luke for so long. I don't even know if this is in chronological order in the movie anymore, but I don't care. Luke is fixed, guys! So Rey went to Octo to, like, get her life together, because I'm pretty sure this is after she found out that she's a Palpatine, because, like, there was that clip in the trailer where Rey was just jumping, like, flying, like, fucking full Mary Poppins to Finn in space, you know? It's not like her head just exploded, you know? She just flew through space, through the Force. But, Kylo Ren was, like, that's after Kylo Ren told her that she was a Palpatine. Oh my god, it was just such a mess, bro. It was such, like, a cluster of everything happening. Of course he had to know, you know what I mean? But, she went to Octo, burned, some kind of ship, and then she almost threw the Skywalker saber in there. This was one of the twists that also got me by surprise, was that when she went to go throw it in, Luke's Force Ghost just grabbed it and just walked out of the burning thing, and that's when the theater was clapping. I was like, fuck yeah, Luke's back. And Luke was back to his normal state, not the fucking hermit in Last Jedi. I was so happy about that Luke was fixed. That's really the best part about this movie, was that Luke was fixed. Thank the Lord that he was seeing himself as a Force ghost, saying, confronting fears, the destiny of Jedi. He says, like, he basically kind of says that going to Octo was a mistake. Or Octo. I don't know how to say it. I don't care. Irrelevant. But, regardless, let's get to the ending battle. I can't stop talking about that. So basically, blah blah blah. They were trying to, like, get the Resistance was trying to get this navigation pole, telephone pole fucking thing, and apparently they rewired, like, the transmission shit onto like a Star Destroyer, the lead Star Destroyer, where General Agent Pride is, and then the Resistance ends up getting wiped out, and then Lando comes back with, like, Zori Bliss. This shit went full Endgame, and it kind of annoyed me a little bit, But they basically destroyed the fucking First Order bullshit. And then, because this is also, I think, when Palpatine was with Rey and was like, Empress, like talking about Rey and shit. And then he like, dude, Palpatine was like so OP. Like, this is the fucking Palpatine saga, bitch, not the Skywalker saga. Get the fuck out of here. But he literally just went zap, and that shit, he was destroying Resistance fighters left and right by just zapping lightning in the air. That was so cool, bro. But yeah, I feel like they basically tried to make Rey a Palpatine just to justify that she was a Mary Sue and she had no training. She was able to pick up a lightsaber because this is a movie based off of fan service. It's really obvious. Like I said, it tries to cater to all points of the fan base and it kind of didn't work. Or really, it just didn't work. But, sorry, wow. Shit. Okay, I'm not cutting that out. You guys could see me try to crack my neck. But they basically tried to justify Rey's power, and they made it, like, worse or better in this movie. Like, they made her more powerful for, like, no type of fucking reason. Just to basically say, oh, she's a Palpatine, look, she could do this. So apparently her parents, I'm sorry I'm jumping around, but her parents were literally random fucking people, and I think the son was Palpatine, and then that Ooglaboo fucking Jedi, the one with, like, a Jedi or Sith, I don't know, but he had, like, he looks like he had a fucking sock over his head. And there was like 2 little eye holes here. There was like a little split right here. And he killed her parents. And then they because the parents hid her on Jakku from Palps. That's when we see like the, no, with little Rey. When, in Force Awakens, when the ship is going away. We get to see the full scene of that. Yeah, and then Kylo Ren looks like he came back from fucking 7-Eleven, comes up out of nowhere after he had his talk with Han Solo, which I forgot to mention Han Solo is back! Not necessarily alive, but we got Han Solo. Oh my god, I literally got, like, chills. I was like, oh, Harrison, I love Harrison Ford. But he was like, he threw his lightsaber, I remember, because the talk with his father, like, mainly redeemed him after Rey did. I didn't really get the point of that. I didn't really care. I only cared for Harrison Ford. I was like, my eyes were lighting up. I was like, yeah, bitch. But, he comes back. Oh, yeah, this is when, oh, yeah, I forgot to tell you guys. Luke gives Rey Leia's lightsaber after, like, this was in, like, the CGI shit happened, and Force Ghost Luke. Yeah, whatever. I'll try and put pictures to give you guys a visual aid because I'm retarded. But, so, I think Ben Solo, Kylo Ren, I don't give a fuck, takes the Skywalker saber, or Anakin's lightsaber. No, it's Anakin's. I think I called it Skywalker saber before. I'm sorry. It's Anakin fucking Skywalker's. But then Rey takes Leia's, and then they try to go back to the Emperor. They get the life sucked out of them, and that's when this fucking Reylo bullshit happened. I literally was like, no Reylo, bro. But anyways, back to, like, Kylo Ren coming back. I forgot to say that he literally came in an outfit that looked like this, like black pants and a black t-shirt. I was like, what happened to this guy's badass suit? Forget the reforged helmet. Like, he literally just came in and slaughtered the Knights of Ren, like, bitch, I just got back from 7-Eleven. I didn't get my fucking cigarettes. Like, I literally did not get that. Like, he literally just looked like a bum. He looked like me on a daily basis. But that's besides the point. And then they get the life sucked out of them, and then, like, because this is when Kylo Ren came out the pit. Oh my god, the movie went so fast. I'm forgetting everything, and I'm jumping over the place. I'm sorry, I'm more of a clusterfuck than this movie itself. But, anyways, let's take a deep breath. I need to recenter myself. I'm getting too excited. But, they get the life sucked out of them, and then Rey, like, actually, Rey's, like, on the floor. And then Kylo Ren basically puts his hand over her stomach and I think brings her back to life. But the thing is, I don't think it was a heal because I checked out Star Wars Theory's video and only Jedi could force heal. And I don't know if it counts for Ben Solo because he was redeemed, but he basically sacrificed his life through her. Probably through the fucking Force because remember, Rey downloaded his powers from their Force connection. So I don't know. But, and then she wakes up, and then she's like, Ben. And then she, like, kissed him. Oh, my God, it was so cringy. She kisses him. There were people in the theater actually fucking clapping. Like, there was this one fucking shill, like, sitting, like, right here. He was, like, clapping every time, like, something, like, retarded happened. He was getting, like, so excited over the dumbest fucking shit. I was actually laughing. Like, it was really funny. But I had, like, there was, like, massive shills, like, towards this side of the theater. And then I looked over, and everyone else looked disinterested when this Raylo bullshit happened. They just kissed on the cheek, like, a little bit. If it was, like, a full-blown makeout thing, I would have said no. But the thing is, it makes no sense because, one, Finn and Rey had obvious chemistry throughout the movie. It was not even just this movie, but The Force Awakens. You know, you don't need to watch The Last Jedi. You could just go Force Awakens, Rise of Skywalker. But, what was I gonna say? Fuck. Finn and Rey's chemistry was obvious. Like, when they were on Posada, they were getting sucked into, like, this, like, quicksand thing. And then Finn was like, "Right, I gotta tell you something." And then she went down, or he went down first. And then Poe was like, "What were you gonna tell Rey?" And then he was like, "Oh, nothing. I know your business," or whatever. Like, he didn't want Poe to know about it. It was kind of, like, funny, but it was mad cringy. But, yeah, that's what, like, if Raylo actually made sense, I kind of would have stood behind it, but to me, it just made no fucking sense whatsoever. Anyways, Palpatine ends up being easily defeated by Empress Rey Palpatine. Oh my God, that part annoyed me. That, I think, was really the real dishonor, or whatever the word is, to Anakin's legacy. That's what I think really threw Anakin's legacy out the window, was that Rey literally went Revenge of the Sith after Palpatine sucked the life out of them, became a Sith, his eyes were gleaming Sith red. Rey had both sabers, the Leia and the Anakin one, and he was like with his lightning, and then she was like pushing back, and then she just pushed him, and then it's exactly what happened in Revenge of the Sith when Mace Windu was on the window with him, blocking the lightning and shit, and then it went to Palpatine's face and just kind of wiped him out. But at this time, it just made Palpatine disappear. It literally made no sense. I do not get it. He was beat way too easily. I think that was one of the scenes that should have been dragged out more. But yeah, anyways, Return of the Jedi knockoff ending happens. We got a scene with Ewoks just standing there like this. I was like, yeah, Ewoks, woo! But, it was literally a basic return. It was like a knockoff of Return of the Jedi for like a solid like 5 minutes, because even when Rey first, or did she conquer Palpatine 2 times? I don't even fucking remember. But he was like, "Look at all your friends," like he did to Luke, and she was just like looking like the whole like underworld just opened, and she was like, "Oh no, I gotta kill this bitch." And then that leaked picture where Ben and Rey are like this with the blue sabers was totally real. Let's get to the end of the movie, because that was utter bullshit after their celebration on their fucking forest planet. Ben Solo disappears, yada, yada, yada. We have Rey going to Tatooine. The ending was left ambiguous, I feel, for even, like, I think it was mainly, this was literally just the Mary Sue Space Chronicles. This was the Rey trilogy, not the fucking Trio trilogy, not the Skywalker saga. This is the Rey trilogy, 7, 8, 9. But none of the other characters got closure, I feel. Like, Lando just kind of dipped. Chewie kind of dipped. Poe and Finn, we don't know, like, what happened to them. They're just happy living ever after. Then Rey goes on Tatooine and buries the Anakin saber and Leia saber, and then someone was like, "Who are you?" And Rey was like, "I'm Rey." And then the other lady was like, "Rey what?" She was like, "Rey Skywalker." I was like, you can't just take the Skywalker name just because it means, like, something, like, that much. Like, within the movie I'm talking about. But, like, by that logic, if Rey can call herself a Skywalker, I could call myself C-3PO's offspring. Like, that just makes no sense. And then we have Luke and Leia, like, smiling. That little part got me emotional, like, the Luke and Leia Force Ghosts. Oh, yeah, I forgot to tell you guys, the yellow saber. So, there was no explanation of that whatsoever. It was either orange or yellow, but she just twisted, like, the top of her staff, and it just went, and then she just put it back down again. It made no sense. Is this her weapon now? I don't get it. I don't know what the yellow or orange saber means. I don't know if that means, like, gray Jedi or something. But, yeah, it made, like, no sense. But yeah, I don't know. I definitely missed some stuff, so let me know what you guys think in the comments. Wait, I have another thing. I'm sorry, guys. I'm like, this is so bad. This is 25 minutes, but we heard the voices of all those Jedi, by the way. We heard Anakin was there prominently. I was like, all right, that's a little bit of Anakin, not really Force Ghost, but that's what helped her defeat Palpatine, because 1,000 generations live in her now, right? Fuck this fucking Rey trilogy, bro. That's what made me mad, is that everything was Rey. I feel like that's why, like, honestly, Disney Star Wars is not canon to me. It's just a spin-off film of fan fiction written by Disney and Lucasfilm. Yeah, not to get all quiet like that, but that's what I really think. Disney Star Wars is a spin-off, because that was not a saga ending, that was a trilogy ending. They tried to make it seem like it, because she was burying the sabers and respecting the legacy and all that bullshit, but come on, like, I'm pretty ungrateful for the Anakin that we got. Like, we didn't really get too much Anakin. I wish he was more prominent in the trilogy in general. I wish Palpatine was, like, as I said, I think I said this before, but this is literally the Palpatine saga. Like, Palpatine, like, is the shadow that's never gonna go away. If he died from Rey, like, oh, that means he's beaten forever because Rey's a Mary Sue. Sure, from one angle, but I'm just, like, so disappointed, because this really isn't the Skywalker saga, because there was no Skywalkers left, and it can't just be Rey. Rey can't just be like, I'm Skywalker. That doesn't make any sense. Like, she's a Palpatine. It is the Palpatine saga. That's just my input. If you're going to count, like, 1 through 9, that's Palpatine saga. If you're going to count 1 through 6, then it's the Skywalker saga. But anyways, sorry this got so long. I really hope you guys stay to the end. Let me know what you guys think. Drop your comments below. Will you be seeing this? Any of that good other stuff you want me to know. And I'll see you guys in another video. Peace out.